Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Titans going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go! Green, Detroit!
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the wideout in motion. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, that's Daniels, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's go.
2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And the wideout in motion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Over. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Garoppolo going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Let's go. Blue landed. Over. All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Now, check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Barney! Gone! Gone! Watching that, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Gone! 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 Over!
Now back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Check.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set. Green 39.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 25. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver.
No, check. Patriot.
On third down. That's Daniels. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the wideout in motion. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now they try the right side here. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Green 39! Green 39! Watching that, Barney!
Now a handoff as they run left side. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the back goes into motion. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go.
Halfback sent in motion. To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green
They'll send a
39.
receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff as they run left side. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.